of my favourite places. Yeah, beautiful. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful part of the world. And you said you're a bit soggy. Have you ventured out?
So this is a bit of a different video. We've got storms going on outside. So what happened was I bought this bike just recently. So it's a vn750 Kawasaki Vulcan. And so I needed to get it in here in this workshop because I need to take the engine out. And this is the only workshop I've got big enough where if I clear all this, I'll be able to work on the engine or work on it over here. As you see, I still haven't put the wheel on yet on the other bike. But yeah, look at the state of the place. So I had to clear it out so I could get the bike in and then get it into there. Yeah, so I couldn't resist it. I see this bike on Facebook Marketplace and it's all there, and it was 800 quid. That's all it was, but I thought I was getting unbelievable steal, and it's all there. And the listing said it got an oil leak and it was just sat up right from 2006. Yeah, I think that's right. And it's been stood inside a house all this time. It's really dusty, but it has been inside. But yeah, it said oil leak, and we got the piece to replace, you know, to fix it, to sort it out. So I thought, oh great. So I organised getting it. I hired a van and fetched it and brought it, and it had to be just because it was only this week that I fetched it and had it outside. So anyway, got this back and got it into here. Well, actually I looked outside in the dark and I got underneath with a torch, and I thought, oh, I can't find an oil leak anywhere. And then looked at the front and there's a big hole in the casing. And so I thought, oh, okay then, so I need to sort out the hole in the casing. And they did give me, on a pallet, is a second hand, it's all wrapped up, come from a breaker's, all engine casing, the whole lot, all the whole engine, just all the casing, all fitted together. So I thought, oh, I've just got to get that side off and check if everything's okay in there and what went on, and replace the casing. But look, on closer examination, since I've had it in here, I've noticed that it's actually damaged the centerpiece of the casing as well. So I'm getting down here on the front left hand side, and look at this. So this has come off, look, all that lot, and smashed a hole straight through the front of that. So I don't know why that's come off. Don't know if it's because somebody had been in there or not. It's got a left hand threaded bolt that holds that on, but something has happened and smashed all stuff apart. But I thought, for a start, I thought it's just this casing on here that I could get this off. You still have to take the engine out, but some people do chop the frame here and then weld it back in. But anyway, they take I thought, oh, I could take all that casing off and just check it all and sort out what's wrong, and then put the new case, the replacement casing on. But just there, look, it's broke into the other casing as well, which is the other part of the casing that is actually under the cylinders, just there under that. So I'm gonna have to completely split the engine. But yeah, strange that that's come off and broke all that lot out. That is not really just an oil leak, is it? That's a major engine fault. So I'm going to have to replace, I think I'm going to have to replace the whole lot, all the whole casings of the engine, which means I'm going to have to take this engine out, strip it completely down, get this engine out, strip the engine down and replace it into this other one, which is an unbelievably massive job. So yeah, it wasn't going to be such an easy fix as I thought. And it was a lady, you know, an slightly elderly lady that was selling this, because I think it looks like her husband passed away. So she's probably never even seen what the problem is. She just knew there was an oil leak and it had been stood up after that. So 800 quid for a bike that needs major work. Is that a good deal? Probably not, because you could probably pick one of these up for probably $1,500 and working. I suppose the good thing would be is if I finally get this finished and sorted, I'll know everything on this bike, what's you know, what condition it's in, good or bad. But anyway, yeah, it's turning out now to be a major job. So what I'm really saying is that this workshop is going to be taken up for quite a while now. I'll be able to probably do little bits and bobs, but while I get this done, it's taking up obviously loads of space in here. And the other job that I was going to do, with the weather being so bad at the minute, I can't do extending the motorbike workshop, because these gales and stuff, it'll just rip it to pieces. So I think what I'll do is stick this on time lapse. Like I say, this is a completely different type of video, but really it was just to let you know that I'm not doing, you know, I've just stopped doing everything. It's because I've got all this lot going on. Very dusty. So yeah, got a lot of work here. this is where I'm at the moment. Just been emptying the cooling system, so I've pulled all that out, the filler tank, and yeah, we've drained it all from the radiator. So I think the next thing I need to do is actually drain the engine oil, but there's still loads to get apart, you know, to be able to get all this out. I've got the exhausts off, at least the downpipes, and as you see, the crash bar and all that. So I'm slowly getting there. It's taking a while though. So what I'm doing here, I've got to remove this thermostat housing, move all that out, because as far as I can gather, I think you have to move all that lot out so you have room to move all this air box and stuff all forward to get it off, I think. Okay, it's well dusty though. Actually, yeah, probably should have give it a clean down before I started, but never mind. And if you see underneath the engine, when I was doing that, when I was showing you where the oil leak was, all the hairy fur stuff you can see, I think that's because the old lady, the lady had like dogs, so I think it's all dog hairs and stuff stuck to the oil, because like I said, it was in the house. You can probably see it in the picture, stood next to a radiator. Even though it stood in the house like that, the inside of the petrol tank's gone all rusty. So I've got to try and sort that out when we get to that stage, but that's when we're nearing the final hurdles. One radiator, dinky radiator. So that's with that pulled off, and we can see that damaged area now there, just over there. But we're slowly getting there. Soon be able to get this out. The frame should be okay. This side of the frame splits there and splits back there, and that side of the frame comes off, so that's pretty handy. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here for this first part, and then we'll come back to it in the second half. I'll keep going, but else the video will be too long. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Take care.